people been just... Okay, we got guest commentator tonight, Barry Tendler. His daughter Maddie is AP'd up with the Aces tonight, so enjoy.
Thank you, Jason. All right, bear with me here. Trying to see the numbers. They're pretty dark on dark, but we'll figure it out here, folks. The beautiful Cooperator Center here tonight, playing up against the 16B Riot. Should be a good battle here tonight. All right, Riot, center ice, kicking it off, fires it down into the attack zone. Aurora, good forechecking going on there, followed up by Charlie. Charlie comes up with it, fires it up to Charlotte. Charlotte into the zone. It's a quick pass into the zone. Ace is doing some great back checking here, gets up into the neutral zone. Girls come up with the ring. And what a shot! Top shelf where Grandma keeps the peanut butter. Holy cow! What a shot.
What beauty. I can't see the numbers.
Okay, sorry. If you guys could hear me, I'm saying to Jason here, it was like, who shot that? What a shot. That is far down on the far corners, so bear with us here. But just a bullet of a shot, top corner. Great job, Aces. All right, back into our zone. Little scramble here down in front of us in the corner. Isla just banging away at it, trying to get it away. Got good coverage here. Quinn trying to block him out from getting to the front of the net. Comes up with the ring. She's got her wheels going here, flying up to the ice. Quinn takes a quick pass up to Lexi. Lexi gets it over across to, now the numbers start to get a little dark. And get it out into the neutral zone. Tendler with some back checking here. Quinn blocking her out. Gooden blocking her out, and Isla blocking her out. Great job, great D by the Aces. Isla just does a little stutter step here, gets to pass up. Looks like it's up to Emily. Emily fires over. Looks like Tendler's going into the boards for it. A little bit of a scramble with the ring. Amy comes up with it, bangs it out into center ice. Some great back checking here by the Aces. Charlie bounces her off the boards and out. Great play by Charlie. Emily just aggressive in the neutral zone. Aurora comes up with it. Crosses over to neutral zone. Gets it up to Lexi. Lexi another quick pass up to Tendler just out of her reach. Riot get her out to neutral zone, but intercepted and fired back into the Aces. Aces on attack here. Looks like Amy coming in with a shot. Beautiful shot. Just a great save, though. Goes down into the corner, fighting with it in the corner. Got Charlie flying in there, trying to stop her up in the neutral zone. Aurora's back on D. Pushing her out. Great job, Aurora. There's Charlie back in the corner, not letting her come into the front zone. Got Lexi banging away out there, too. Great D by this Aces defense here today. Got Charlotte firing up to Charlie. Charlie coming across the neutral zone. Slides it in back to Charlotte. Charlotte coming across. Just gets tied up there coming across the high slot. Great back check on her behalf there. Coming back into the neutral zone. Riot gets her out to the neutral zone. They're trying to gain the zone. Could be a 2 line. Nope. Intercepted by Molly. Great job, Molly. Well, a bit of a breakaway here. Oh, just off the side of the net. All right, Aces with a quick breakout here over to Isla. Isla up to, I'm thinking Abigail. Sorry, guys. Back over to Charlotte. Charlotte going for a little skating behind the net, looking for an opening here to pass her out. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Up near the blue line and shot clock violation, goalie ring. Jason, if we had 7 periods, I'd get all these names right.
I've had all season, I still can't get it.
All right, play back on the go here. And just Aces player taken down just in a high slot. Gets right back up, back into play. Got a little scramble going on along the sideboards. Pass it up into the corner, Emily does. Another quick shot on net. Goalie ring. Fires it off to the side. Intercepted. And aggressive play down in the crease area. Rides breaking out, gets out on the neutral zone. Quick pass, and unfortunately, Quinn just stepped on the ring. So, ring going to be turned back over to the Riot at center ice. All right, Riot fires it into the Aces zone, picked up in the corner by Riot, trying to cut out in front. Great defensive play out front. Aurora working hard to keep that play out. Aurora picks it up at the high slot. Charlie blocks out the player, great job there. Fires it up to Lexi. Lexi's crossing over the neutral ice zones. Fires a pass into Emily. Emily going for a little skate back and behind the net here. Beautiful drop pass over to Lexi. Lexi comes in. Beautiful shot just off the side of the net. A little bit of a goaltender save there, but she is tenacious on this ring. Picks her back up. Looks like we got a penalty coming here to the Riot. I believe it's going to be hooking. Great forechecking there by Lexi. Caused them to take her down. Good job, Lex. All right, we've got a quick line change here. Yeah, it's tough seeing down that far. Right? These numbers just blend right into their jersey. Sorry, folks. I'm going to go down the stairs a bit here, see if I can see it a bit better. All right, we got Abigail. Fires it over to Molly, I believe. Yeah, there's got Molly. Molly breaks away from that little pack. She's going to go for a little skate in behind the net. Circling around, looking to place to pass. It gets a nice little drop there. Quinn comes in. Love when the D activate like that. Great job, Quinn. Back in behind the net. Riot's coming up with it, and they're content just to dump it out into the neutral zone. Stop there and fire it back in. Molly comes up with it, has a little bit of a gap. She's looking for it. Gonna look for it to pass now. Goes for a little skate back in behind the net. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. What a shot, just off the pad of the goalie and slides into the corner boards. 3 aces on it. Beautiful backhand by Charlotte. And Riot comes up with it. Gets it out to the neutral zone. They're coming down with numbers. Great defensive play by Charlotte. Charlotte fires out into the neutral zone. And aces can't touch it. We've got to wait until they. And it looks like they're going to call us on the two-line pass here. So that ring's going to come all the way down into the aces zone. Still haven't figured that rule out. If it's got to be full contact or if they just nudge it a bit and then you're allowed to take it. But all right, Riot with the face-off down in our zone. Slides her off to the side. Good wall formed up in front of the front of our goalie. Great pad save. Not sure where it is, so she's just going to take the 5-second rule. Good idea. All right, Riot with the ring again. Coming through the high slot. Picked up by Charlie. Charlie bounces out into the neutral zone. Couple girls hard on the ring. Riot comes back into our zone. Looks like she got a little bit of a break here. Might get a shot away. Beautiful save. By Alex. Sorry, it took me a second there. Pass out in the neutral zone up to Tendler. Tendler has Isla wide open, or has Emily wide open, and just overshoots the pass. Emily shoots. Emily tracks that pass down. Great wheels on Emily. Bangs her 5-hole. Aces up. 2-0. 12:07 left in the first period. Great job, Emmy. Riot ring center ice. Fires up into the neutral zone. Intercepted by Abigail. Over to Charlotte. Charlotte looking for a place to pass. Gets it up to Lexi, I think. Great forechecking here, girls. Our player bounces out into neutral zone. A bit of a scramble there in the neutral zone. Charlotte comes up with it. Beautiful pass out. Another pass back to her. Just off to the side of that. Try to tuck it in short side. Great idea by Charlotte. Fired out into the neutral zone by Riot. But Isla says she wants nothing to do with that and intercepts that pass. Molly just light touch pass up to Isla. Isla fires it across ice, almost over the blue. Back over to Charlotte. Charlotte just muscles through two Riot players, comes in, gets a half shot away, blocked at the last second. Riot goalie ring fires it out over the hash marks, coming down the side boards to get it out into the neutral zone. Oh no! Got a bit of a breakaway going on here. Oh! Just had Alex going the other way just slightly and was able to tuck it in on the short side. We got a game going here, folks. 2-1. Ace is still up. 10:48 left in the first period. Aces ring, center ice. Got Charlie over to Aurora. Aurora comes in, fires it down the side boards. Intercepted by the Riot player. They're looking to get out in the neutral zone. Emily's hard on the check there. Followed up by Lexi. Lexi picks it up, going for a bit of a skate. Or no, Emily picks it up, going for a bit of a skate. Gets it back to Lexi. Lexi with a hard, high shot just over the top corner. Picked up in behind the net by Emily again. Chandler with a drop pass. Looks like we got a goaltender ring. And we tried to bust through a couple defenders there and got tied up. Goaltender ring. Riot coming across their own zone, gets it out into the neutral zone. Hard on the check. Charlie intercepts the pass. Great play by Charlie there. And she's whacked off the stick there. Got Aurora coming in hard. Got some aggressive forecheck. Good job, Aurora. Another hard shot. Amazing save by Alex. Perfect position in on that one. Aurora looking for a place up in the neutral zone to get her up to. Gets it out. Looks like we got Charlotte on the ring here. Gets it back over to Charlie. Ooh, just off her stick. And coming back down into the Aces zone. Could be a two-line pass if they touch it. Nope. Charlotte fires her out to Abigail. Abigail circling around. Sees Charlotte into the zone. Good pass up there. Girls fighting for it. Molly comes up with it. Looking for a bit of an opening. Gav slides the pass over to Charlotte. Charlotte with a hard shot. What a save. They'll come back up with it. Bust through the zone. Come across the hash marks with a hard shot. Right into the goaltender. Goaltender free rig. Fires it over to her D. D to D pass in behind the net. Riot coming out. Ace is all over this one. Oh, over two lines. Now, would that go all the way back into their zone, or would it just be a two-line thing? Or over back? Okay. Can't even imagine the people listening on this broadcast right now is like, why did we give the mic to a guy who doesn't have a clue what a call is in Ringette? But, yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same thing. Alana.
Awesome, Barry.
Thanks, Jace. All right, Isla fires it into the zone. Picked up. Quick little pass over to Charlotte. Can't wait till they get down here. I can see their numbers. All right, who we got here? Charlotte comes up with it. Gives the drop pass to Molly. All right, looks like Ace's ring down in the far zone. We got 8:14 on the clock, 2-1 Aces. Okay, Lexi with the ring. Gets her over to Tendler. Tendler takes a little spill. Oh God, Amy just buzzing around. Over to Tendler off to the side. Gets the backhand away. Takes it in the corner, looking for a pass. Nice little drop pass. Why do we have 4 inside? Oh, delayed penalty. There we go. Sorry, folks. It's like I didn't see the. I didn't even see the penalty.
I didn't either.
I didn't see anybody go down or anybody take a spill. Thought it was just my eyes, but the younger Jason confirmed he didn't see it either. All right, back to Lexi on the draw here. And they are just one player short-handed here. 7:43 left in the first. 2-1 Aces. 2-minute penalty for the Riot. Riot clears it out into the neutral zone. They're coming in 2-on-1 here. They got a little bit of a break going. We've got Lexi and Maddie and Aurora. We got everybody down in the corner here fighting hard on this ring. A little bit of crease action, but the referees over to the other side may not see that the girl stepped into the crease. And a really fast 5 seconds. This turns the ring over to the Riot. All right, Riot, quick pass over to the side. Their player misses the pass. Aurora comes in, flies down into the corner here, weaving in and out of traffic. Gets a pass out to Emmy. Emmy flying down the side. She's got Lexi open. Quick little slide over to Lexi. Riot player picks it up. It looks like they're just content to try to fire it down the ice. They get that pass all the way down the ice. Charlie with the wheels gets it out to the neutral zone. Up to Emmy. Emmy quick pass in, just out of Charlotte's reach. The Riot player straddling the line there, trying not to go over, and Charlotte just a little bit over and back on the line. Riot ring. I'd have to bug Alana after here if she could have put bigger font on this lineup she gave me. All right, here we go. There we go. That's a good call. What happened there, they tried to pass it over to the defenseman streaking down the middle, but unfortunately she took it inside the ring. Turns over to Ace's ring here. All right. Got Isla and Quinn here lined up at center ice. All over to Quinn. Quinn busted down the side looking for a place to pass. Nice little saucer pass in. Just out of Charlotte's reach. Lexi's firing down in the low corner. Comes up with a nice pass up the middle to Molly. Molly with a bullet. Just gets caught in a couple legs. Right back on it though. Another shot. Goalie looks like she wants to throw it, but great coverage by the Aces. Molly comes back up with it. She's going to go for a little skate in behind the net here. Circling back around. Little drop pass just out of the reach. There, Riot's coming out. Neutral zone. They fired across center ice. And the penalty is effectively over for them. A good kill on their behalf. Isla busts down into the corner, picks up the ring, fires it up to center ice. Molly just out of her reach. She's still on a great back check there. Riot player just gets in behind, and oh my gosh, what a shot, top corner. Over the shoulder, not much goalie can do about that one. Just a well-placed shot in the top corner. All right, we got a battle going on here, folks. 5:16 left in the first. 2-2. All right, we got Charlie and Aurora at center ice. Charlie slides it over to Aurora. Aurora looking to dump it into the zone. Gets a beautiful pass up to Lexi. Lexi moving in, throws down a shot. Oh, what a shot! She I think she took a hard slash going across the high slot there too, the hash marks. But she cut a little bit to the right and fired it back to the left, top corner. Beautiful shot, Lexi. All right, Aces back up on top. 5:07 left in the first. Riot player fires it down into the zone, picked up by another Riot player, cutting across the high slot. Still controlled by the Riot players. Emmy back in, hard on the forecheck. Keeping her out of the zone. Followed up by Lexi, keeping her out of the zone, and then Charlie takes over with the forecheck. Great job, Charlie. Aurora snaps that ring. Cutting back in, going to go for a little skate in behind. Firing up into the neutral zone. Aurora up to Maddie, just out of her reach. Goes out into the attack zone there. Girls are hard on the ring here. Great job, girls. Emma picks it up. Go for a little skate back and behind. Oh, she cuts out front. It's taken down out front, but she's right back up. Riot comes up with it, hacking and whacking there. Great job. Lexi might have got an errant elbow there from that bigger girl. She went down a little hard, but she looks like she's all right, heading back to the bench. Aurora busts through two defenders back in our zone, bouncing it up off the boards up to Charlotte. Charlotte gets in a neutral zone, but she's got two girls all over her. Taylor comes in to help, but Aurora sneaks in there and gets it, pulls it out. Charlotte, good pass up to Maddie. Maddie just misplays that one. Charlie gets it back in our zone. Up to Charlotte. Charlotte over to Tendler again. Tendler tries to slide it across. Gets it across the crease, but just out of Lexi's reach. Good to see her back on the ice. Looks like she's all right. We got Charlotte. Charlotte with a... Oh my gosh! Holy cow! Scratch my back with a hacksaw. Mario Lemieux. What a shot by Charlotte. Holy cow. There was probably about a half an inch to sneak that ring in on the short side and went right over top the goalie's shoulder. Rolled across the top of the mesh in the back of the net, far side and down. Beautiful shot, Charlotte. Wow. All right, we got a little action here at center ice. They fire it into our zone. Coming through with a shot. High shot, well over the boards, or well over the net. Got Quinn all over them checking. Got Charlotte back in there checking. Got Isla checking. Good job, girls. Isla with a quick move. Whoa! Tripped up right in front of the ref, but no call there. And there goes Quinn back in, fighting hard for it. Got Charlotte back in on the ring too. Got some banging and whacking going on. Charlotte, had it go, buddy. And there goes Charlotte, or Molly up to Charlotte, just out of her reach at center. Kind of held up there a little bit. Okay, loose ring. Riot comes up within our zone. Fires it across ice. Quick shot, just misses the net slightly, and it rolls up onto the ring, goaltender ring. 2:28 left in the first, 4-2 Aces. All right, pass over to Isla. Isla looking up. Gets a quick pass up into the neutral zone. Picks up her own pass off a bounce. Heavy checking on. Great job, Isla. Or was that Molly? Sorry, Molly. Riot back into the Aces zone. Player coming in. Gets a little bit of a break. Fires it wide. Great job by Alex. Not giving her anything to shoot at. Quinn keeping her out of the zone here. Goalie going to pick it up. Quick little pass out to Isla. Isla seeing where she can pass it up to. Comes cross ice over to Quinn. Quinn gets it up in the neutral zone. Fires it into, looks like, Emmy. Emmy wheeling around there. Looking for an opening. Gets a shot away. Resets the clock. Great play there. Minute 24 left in the first. Emmy comes back up with it. Little side pass to Lex. Lex with a quick shot. Tendler battling for it in the corner. Comes up with it, going for a little skate here. Gets knocked off the ring, gets it right back. Has Emmy open, just tapped out of her reach. Lexi back on the ring. She gets tapped off. Comes out in the neutral zone. Riot with possession in the neutral zone. Aurora working hard on the sideboards, keeping the player at bay. Lexi banging away at it too. We have 4 players in. Okay, we had 4 players in our zone, but I think we're getting a penalty as well. We got one of the referees with their hand up here. And there it is. Charlie gets the ring. They're calling it. And the tap to the shoulder. Is that a body check, Jace? Never seen that one. Okay. Yeah, it was just a... yeah. We'll check what that penalty was later here, but yeah, it was just a straight across the arm, tap on the shoulder for the indication of what the penalty was. Body check? Maybe? Huh? I thought body check was the fist. Okay. Anyway, let's go here. All right, Riot's down in the corner. Coming out, gets a little bit of a gap there. Checked hard by Lexi. Slides down into the corner. Isla all over it, in behind the net. Charlie taking on the attack here, trying to bang away at it. Lexi keeping her out. Back to Isla. Isla trying to keep them away from front of the net. Charlie keeping the players down in the low corner. Quick little shot. They get a clock reset there. And Charlie comes up with it. Just looking to dump it down. Great move by Charlie. Wasting a little bit of time on the clock. Over to Isla. And that's it for the first period. 4-2 Aces. 1:29 left on the Aces penalty here. And I'm going to get some water.
I didn't bring that phone today.
All right, folks, we're starting back up here. Charlotte stills the ring in the attack zone. She's busting across center, fires her over across. Whoa, what a save on Abigail there. She had the whole side of the net to fire into. The goalie slid across just in time. Charlotte checking in the neutral zone, knocks the Riot player off the ring. Riot still come back up with it. Oh my gosh. Just kind of a sleepy, lazy shot there, but I think Alex might have been screened up as the Riot player cut across the defenseman and took the shot as she was cutting across, and I don't think Alex saw that one until it was too late.
I think we got Sabine in a second.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, Sabine. All right, here we go. Charlie defending back down in our zone. Comes up with it. Going for a little skating behind the net. Stops up and reverses the traffic. Looking up in the neutral zone. Gets the pass away. Yeah, Charlotte coming across. Trying for a pass out front. Cuts back in. Quick little drop pass to Abigail. Abigail snipes it off to the side. Goalie gets a pad on that one. Abigail strong back checking in a neutral zone. A little bit of scrum going on. It looks like it's going to be Riot Ring. Riot Ring at center ice. Hey, 16:37 left in the second period. 4-3 Aces. Riot fire it all the way down into the corner. What do we got here? Need them to turn around. All right, Tendler with it down in the corner. Looking for a place to pass. Comes through, gets a backhand away. Got a reset there, good job. And Emmy and Lexi hard on the forecheck. Riot fires out in the neutral zone. All right, coming down with a quick shot. Another 5-hole. Just sneaks in 5-hole on Sabine. Well placed shot. Tough to stop that one. All right, we got a tie game here, folks. This Riot team's not backing down. Got a bit of a potential breakaway here. Isla just whips back there and breaks up the breakaway. Great job, Isla. Riot circling around looking for a pass. Get a shot away just off the crossbar. Riot picks it up in the corner coming out. High slot. Gets another shot away. Kicked away by Sabine. Riot back on the ring. Gets a clock reset there as well. Riot's passing around pretty good. Good save by Sabine. Goaltender Ring looking for an opening. Fires her off to the side. Bounce out into the neutral zone. Intercepted by the Riot player, and we've got over and back. Aces Ring in the attack zone. It was almost easier when they were skating away from me. I could see the numbers. All right, Abigail on the dot. Bounced her over to the side. The D tried to activate there with Quinn. Quinn comes flying in, gets stood up. Molly checking hard in the corner. Abigail going after her as well. But Molly with the steal. Coming in, gets a shot away. Good save by the Riot goalie. They're breaking out, get it out into the neutral zone, pass in behind, Stoll. Fires it up to Molly. Oh, no, fires, yeah, it's Molly. Molly gets a pass over to Charlotte. Charlotte gets dumped hard. Hopefully her wrists are okay. She went down hard, couldn't get her hands up in front of her. But she's up. That's a tough kid right there. How'd it go, Charlotte? All right, so Aces go on to power play. We have Lexi taking the draw. Bounce it off the side. Charlie comes in, working away across the top of the... So what a shot! Oh my gosh! Charlie with a bullet to the low side. Tucks her in. She's going away from the play. Spun around, took a nice snipe shot down in the low corner. Great job, Charlie. And, great bounce pass out there. Lexi bounces it back off the boards, over to Charlie. Charlie breaks in, activates from the D. Lexi slides out so that she can come in. Great play, girls. All right, play back on. D bouncing up into the neutral zone. Emmy trying to bust away for some checkers. A bit of a scrum going out in the neutrals area, and they're going to give it to the Riot. Great job again, Charlie, controlling the ring with 3 Riot players on her. Okay, Riot ring at center ice. 13:49 left in the second period. All right. Good shot by Taylor, up high, hard one. Stopped easily by the goalie. Riot comes out, gets it on to neutral zone, intercepted by Isla. Isla going for a bit of a skate here, drops it over. Great little drop pass there. Slides it up to Lexi. Lexi looking for a place to pass. She got Emmy circling back over on the far side. I think she sees her, going to give her a little drop here. Oh, good fake, Lexi. Just booting her around there, gets an opening, gets a good shot away. And we got a clock reset here. Riot come up with it down in the corner. Get it out into the neutral zone. Taylor picks it up in the neutral zone, fires it up to Emmy. Emmy flying down into the corner to pick this one up. Gets it, does a quick spin, and just comes up. But what back checking? She picks her up and gets it again. Ace is hard on the ring here. Fired all the way down into their zone, our zone. Put in the neutral zone. Lexi's still out there with it. Gets it over to Quinn. Quinn with a good spin. Loses her player. Gets it up to Charlotte. Charlotte going to go for a little skate back and behind the net here. Beautiful pass out front over to Molly. Molly with a quick shot. Good save by the goalie. Girls are still all over this. Molly and Charlotte just whacking away at it. We got a 2-on-1 developing here. Molly comes in with a quick shot just off the goalie's pad. Slides off to the side. Charlotte in on the play, picks it up. She's going to bust out in front. Gets jammed up a little bit, knocked off the ring, but she's right back on it. Good hustle by Charlotte. And a little bit of a board up against the boards, but she just spins back out of that one. No problem for her there. Got some good movement here. Another quick shot by Isla. It's outside the crease, and they slid it into their goalie. Good call by the referee here, noticing that when she slid it back into her goalie, it was inside the crease. Some incredible forechecking here by the Aces in this play, and being down probably at least 5 or 6 players in this game, they're putting up a great battle here. Yeah, Aurora on the ring here. Wasn't sure if she could dive in from the defense, but she was given the go-ahead, and she comes in. Fired onto the neutral zone by the Riot. Riot taking their time to get across. Oh. Some good forechecking by the aces. Pushing them out close to the blue line. Whoa, could be a penalty there, and yes, it is. Similar penalty to what happened with Charlotte there. They just got the stick down in there, skated right through it, went for a little bit of a tumble. These are tough ones because usually your hands and your stick are down trying to keep the ring on your stick, and then you don't get your hands up quick enough to stop the fall. But she's up, she's back on the bench, and she looks like she's all right. All right, so we have 11:05 left in the second period. 2-minute penalty for Aces, 5-4 for the Aces. Riot coming across the high slot, gets a shot away. Easy save by Sabine, bounces it off into the corner. Aces get the ring out front. Riot player circling, blocked out by the great defensive play. Little battle going in on the sideboards. Referee gets her legs taken out there. She's right back up. And oh no. The Riot player was able to break off the sideboards and come across the high slot and then just tuck one in over top Sabine's pads. Pretty good shot. Hard to stop that one. All right. We're back to 5-5 here, Jason. We got a barn burner going on here. Okay, here we go. Little pass into the slot just out of Lexi's reach. Goaltender ring. She's looking around. Nowhere to pass it to. That's got to be 5 seconds. But nope, no call. Got Emmy circling around, plus away from her check. Coming out into the high slot. It's checked off. It gets it right back. Slides it over to Lexi. Lexi banged off the ring, but she's right back on the forecheck here. Over 2 lines, in my opinion, down there, but it's hard for me to see. No problem. Emmy picks it up back in behind our net. And she's wheeling up into the neutral zone, gets a quick pass away. Over to Isla. Isla over to Quinn, just out of Quinn's reach, gets it up into Lexi, picks it up in the attack zone. Quick little pass out front, intercepted by the Riot defender. It's like a goaltender ring. They fire it way up almost near the blue line, picked up by Riot. Riot fires it out into the neutral zone. Got Aurora, great play there. Slides it into Tendler. Tendler with a quick move around. Oh, just a toe save by the Riot goalie on Tendler. Tendler back checking hard, trying to get the ring back. Need a change here pretty quick. Lexi gets it, fires it up into the neutral zone. Tendler coming for it. Who she got over on the side? Is this Charlotte? Charlotte comes in. Oh, just off the toe again. Great save, and then she takes a dump down in the corner, catches an edge. Looks like she's okay, though. She's getting up, getting back into the play. Charlie trying to wheel down there, gets her. Oh, gosh. Just a quick breakout by the Riot. Got it through the neutral zone pretty fast, and another quick pass into our attack zone, and slid one under Sabine as she was coming across, trying to stop that one. Aurora clears it into the end. Molly all over it. They break out into the neutral zone. Another quick pass up into our attack zone. They're doing a great job, the Riot here, of getting it from their zone to our zone with 2 quick passes and full speed. Looks like Charlie down in the corner. She just fires it out into the neutral zone. Great idea there, Charlie. She comes up to Abigail. Abigail just accidentally bumps into our own player, Aurora. Charlie spins, gets back out in the neutral zone to Abby. Abby looking for a quick pass here. Riot are blocking up the blue line pretty good. They're not letting us break through. I just need to dump those ones past their D and just skate into them on once we get past them. Little bounce pass up to Molly. She has to wait for it to come across the blue. Gets checked up at the blue line. Little scramble here in the neutral zone. Goes into, Molly picks it up. We've got Molly and Charlotte breaking through. Molly looking for a quick pass. Who's she got over there? Stolen by the D. These D, again, they're just standing up at the blue line waiting for that pass, and they're just picking it off on us. Not this time, though. Gets it in behind. Molly's getting checked hard. She's skating through the check. She spins back with a beautiful spin back out of the way. Quick shot just off the side post by Abigail. By Lexi. Lexi gets a little bump from behind. She goes down hard. She's still fighting with the ring there, down from her knees, gets up and still has it, and then quickly passed over to the Riot players. They dump it out in neutral zone. Isla fighting for it there, gets fired down into our zone. Looks like we've got Aurora fighting. Good save by Sabine. Sabine with the ring, and she fires it up to, who we got there? Lexi again. Lexi up to Tendler. Tendler checked. Gets it up to Isla. Isla over to Emmy. Emmy gets a quick shot away. Almost gets it 5-hole, but does get the clock reset. Great idea, Emmy. They fire it out. Get it out in the neutral zone. Here goes that quick transition again by the Riot. 2 quick passes, and they're all the way down into our zone. Comes up. Emmy with a quick spin. Looking for a pass. Great job. Lexi coming in, comes in from the blue line. Gets a shot away. Another good save by the Riot goalie, who has a good game going here. I'd like to see what the shots on net are. But that would mean I would have had to do that. I did not do that. All right. Just want to thank everyone for bearing with me here. Hey, 30 more games and I'll have these names down pat. All right, 5:39 left in the second period. 6-5 for the Riot. Okay, goalie ring. Aurora just came flying in to try to bust through the zone and get a shot away. She catches an edge, slides into the boards. Riot up with the ring, slide it up into the neutral zone. Neutral zone up into our attack zone. Bounces off their player. They pick it up again, though. Coming across the high slot. Slides it over just out of the reach. Goes down into the low corner. Quick attack there by Aurora. And looks like Charlie setting up back there as well. Good interception by Charlotte. Charlotte gets it up in the neutral zone up to Abby. Just out of Charlotte's reach. They try to fire it back into our zone. Aurora on the forecheck there. But Charlie back up to snipe it away in front of our goalie. Up to Molly. Molly does a quick spin. Slides it into Charlotte. Charlotte almost gets bumped off the ring, but great pass away over to Abigail. Abigail gets a quick snap just off the side post. We fire it up into the neutral zone. Stolen by Charlie. Charlie with a great defensive play there. Gets it up into the neutral zone, up into the attack zone. Charlotte coming through, gets a shot away just off the mask of the shoulder. Molly fighting for it in the high slot. Just some hacking and whacking going on here. Looks like over 2 lines, but no call. Riot comes down, gets a quick shot away. Good save by Sabine. We slide it back into her for a goalie ring. It looks like she's just going to go for the whistle. Oh, we got a good one going on here, folks. 3:56 left in the second period. 6-5 Riot. Riot ring in our zone. We'll fire it down into the corner. Riot player coming out, doing a little bit of a circle in behind the net, looking for an area to pass it out to. Circles out high slot. Quick drop pass, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. 9 seconds left, gets a shot away. Good save by Sabine. Got her just tucked under her arm. Fires it off into the corner, picked up by the Riot player coming across the high slot. Again, looking for a place to drop it or pass. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. Back to the Riot player trying to come across the high slot. Great defensive play by Lexi down there. She picks it up. She's going to go for a bit of a skate. Checks from behind, but she still comes up with it, fighting through it, and gets a shot out at the neutral zone up to Tendler. Tendler has Emmy coming in hard. Emmy comes up with it. Tendler gets knocked off the ring. Emmy gets taken down hard there, but she just jumps right back up, back into play. You got Quinn fighting it hard in the neutral zone. Riot come up with it, come across, tries to fire a short side. Misses the net. We're busting up into the neutral zone. Emmy gets checked in the neutral zone. Quinn comes back up with it, fires it into Tendler. Tendler touches it off to Emmy. Emmy comes in with a quick shot. Oh, beautiful save by the Riot goalie again. And Tendler fighting hard against the sideboards. Oh, taken down. No call there. The referees have put the whistles away tonight, and they're just letting the girls solve it on their own. Another pass all the way down. Could have been two lines. Quinn hard on the ring there. Tracks it down. Gets it up into the neutral zone over to Charlotte. Charlotte busted in. Looking for an opening to pass it up to. Big log jam there. Who comes up with it? Looks like got Molly. Yeah, we got Molly. Picks it up in behind that after a great shot. Another quick save by the Riot goalie. Spins with a little backhand. Pass over to Charlotte. Intercepted by the Riot defenseman. Into the neutral zone. Great job on the ring here, girls, trying to get it, get possession back. Here we got a bit of a break happening here. We got Molly. Yeah, she's taken down. Looks like we got a power play coming up here. Still our ring though with the clock reset, and Charlotte gets taken down too. Not sure if they're going to call two penalties on that one or just one, but definitely. Definitely had the ability to call two. They're talking it over, the couple referees there. And what are we coming up with here? I'll try to sneak down the stairs to see if I can see this. Looks like they're just going with one penalty here. And their ring. Is it because we fell on the ring and that's what caused the whistle? Yeah, okay. All right, out in neutral zone, Riot coming on attack, even though they're shorthanded. Flying into our zone. Charlie's having nothing to do with that, pushing her off to the side. Aurora keeping her out, off to the side. Quick little shot on Sabine. Sabine slides it back out front. Picked up by Charlotte. Charlotte up to... looks like Abigail. Abigail fires it cross ice, intercepted over two lines. No call. And someone's getting another penalty here. And it doesn't look like them. It looks like us. Not sure how that one was. Our player was the one that went down. And that looks like a body check or, yeah, okay. Got the go-ahead from Jason over here saying, yes, body. Didn't notice that myself. Looked like she got, our player got tripped up a little bit, but that's the call. Okay, 23 seconds left in the third period. And a long, long ice to get to the other end. And, Riot would probably be best served just to go for a skate here. Looks like that's what she's doing. Girl's hard on the check. And that's it for the game. 6-5. Riot with the win. That's a tough one when the girls were short at least 5 players, I would think, to battle up a division. But great effort by the Aces here tonight. And signing back over to you, Jason.